And in this book, they identified the people that the founding fathers quoted the most. And the reason, again, that mattered is because then you see where were they getting the ideas from that they used to develop the document. The number one quoted individual was a guy named Charles Montesquieu. Charles Montesquieu is the one who did Spirit of the Laws. 8.3% of the quotes they found came from him. William Blackstone did Blackstone's Commentaries on the Laws of England, very influential in the legal system in America. 7.9% of the quotes came from him. John Locke was the third most quoted, but he was the most quoted during the American Revolution, because he's the one that came up with life, liberty, property. Jefferson put a little fun spin on that, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. But those are the three top quoted individuals, and it just goes down from there. What was interesting is they said, even though those were the top quoted individuals, it wasn't the number one quoted source. The number one source we found in their writings was the Bible. 34% of the writings came from the Bible. Now, 34% of the writings of what was in quotation marks. What the professor acknowledged is as we were reading their letters, we found a lot of obvious Bible references, but because it was outside the parameter of what we were researching, we didn't include it. Had we included the things that were not in quotation marks inside the study, the number would have been far higher than 34%, over 40%. Of what they were referencing and quoting came from the Bible. Now, part of why that matters is because that's where they were getting the majority of their ideas for what they are doing. The most quoted source, the most influential work for the founding fathers is the Bible. And a lot of people today, because of modern education, we haven't heard that from modern education. If you've been to high school or college or read a history textbook in the last decades or two, this is not what they're teaching. But I would point out, all we'd have to do is go back to the founders and read their own writings, and it becomes so evident.